I will call the cases of Kenneth Green Austin, 20-00154, as well as 20-00245. Mr. Green Austin, you're in court, sir. You need to take off your hat and your hoodie. And please state your name for the record. Looks like you disappeared.
Yeah.
This is the last breakout we were seeing.
Sir, with the Moto G Stylus SG, and we're staring at your feet. You have some blue background behind you. You're probably watching TV because you're not paying me any attention. Or you're asleep. Sir. Okay. I see that. Mr. Teach Out, you have your attorney's going to be meeting with you, so that's why you're gonna go in a breakout session after I'm done with this next case. Okay. The court will recall the case of the state of Michigan versus Kenneth Green Austin, 20-00154 and 20-00245.
Sir, could you state your name, please? Kenneth, could you state your name?
Kenneth Green Austin.
Thank you, sir.
Your Honor, I reviewed the probation report with my client, including the recommendation. And then prior to that, I reviewed the history of these two cases. Mr. Green Austin is not requesting a hearing. I believe he's going to admit that he did not comply with the terms of his probation in these cases. Then I explained to him that all the potential consequences. And I explained that after that, he and I would have an opportunity to speak with Your Honor about his current situation. One thing that might be appropriate, depending on how this goes, is to adjourn the VOP sentencing to after his sentencing up in circuit court on June 21st. We're not sure if that's not a public defender case. He's not sure if he's going to be sentenced to probation or not on that date.
Thank you. Sir, would you raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, thank you, sir. You may lower your hand. You're here on a violation of probation in this particular case. This does direct that your client was supposed to appear here in person for this hearing. He did not do that. Sir, I told you you're supposed to be here in person. Why you're not here?
Well, I showed up last week and they said it was today, but I had got an email, so I thought it was on Zoom. I wasn't sure if it was a reminder, but I'm thinking it was on Zoom to come on here.
Your notice to you that went to the last address that we have, which is on Jefferson Street, indicated that it was in person. And I told you on the record that it was in person.
I thought that was the last one, recent one I went to. But I did show up last week in person. It was just mixed up. And then I got this email.
So it looks like you haven't complied with any of the terms of your probation. Is it, so that we're clear, you have an absolute constitutional right, not a constitutional, you have a right to have a trial. I'm having a hard time. You have a right to have a hearing in this matter. The hearing would determine whether or not you violate the terms of your probation. A hearing in this matter or a admission that you actually violate the terms of your probation could subject you to the original maximum penalties. And in fact, there's a recommendation for 90 days and 93 days in the Washington County Jail. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes.
Did you fail to complete the Better Choices Batterers Intervention Program at a rate of 1 time per week, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you fail to attend and complete the changing directions program as ordered?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you fail to I think those are the three main ones. And you have not made any payments towards your fines and costs, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I find that there's a factual basis for the violation and it was willingly and knowingly made. Are you satisfied, Mr. Bordeaux?
Yes, Judge.
Defense is satisfied. Thank you.
We're gonna do this one more time, sir. We'll schedule you for sentencing in person. Unless you're already incarcerated, and then I guess you won't be able to be here in person. When did the sentencing in the other case is scheduled for June 21st? So let's do this one on June 27th. June 27th, 2022 at 9 a.m. for sentencing.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Austin Green, we'll see you on June 27th. Okay, sir?
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome, sir. All right, so you can go into the breakout room now with Mr. Teachout.
Thank you.
Sir, in the Moto G stylus, guess you decided to wake up? Please unmute your device, sir.
Yes, I'm sorry.
That's okay. We tried to wake you up, but we decided that we should let you sleep there and come back to you later.
Yes, I was got the seat is so comfortable.
I see that it is. All right, sir.
How are you today?
I'm good. Could you please tell us your first and last name, sir?
Timothy Eugene Winston.
All right, sir. As soon as your attorney gets back, we'll put you on a list of cases to be called, and we'll find out whether or not he needs to see you. He's in a breakout room with another client right now, so we'll get you taken care of here. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
All right, the 14B District Court is now back in session. Mr. Banis, your client, Mr. Brown, seems to be present but refuses to connect despite any efforts that have been made, including placing him into the breakout rooms and putting up a sign. And he's come back in, but yet he is not connecting, and part of the time he's just laying in bed. We have a phone number for him if you want to reach out to him. I don't know if you have that number.
Thank you. I'm doing that now, Your Honor. Your Honor, I called and it went to voicemail, so I sent him a text. Especially, and indicated his audio is not connected. I don't know if he's receiving that, my requests. And yeah, I'm pretty sure I have the correct number.
You believe it corresponds to the number that was provided to you by the court recorder?
Yes. Oh, was that from her? Yes, Your Honor. It's the same number we have, and I believe it's the number we used when we spoke with him before court today.
Mr. Burdell, do you have any, whose case is this? Mr. Burdell, do you have any suggestions as to how you would like to handle this matter, given that Mr. Brown will not connect to his audio?
Judge, I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt that it's either technology or operator failure, nothing malicious. No, well, actually, let me check, see if what his prior attendance is like. I don't have that in my head offhand.
It's his first appearance.
Okay, yeah. So Judge, I'd be willing to just adjourn this matter for an adjourned pretrial, but require him to come in person because he's having some technology issues here.
So State of Michigan versus Samuel Brown, 22S00578, as well as 17W007193 OT.
Kyle Bedell for the state.
Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
Andrew Banis on behalf of Mr. Brown, who I think is present, but his audio is not connected.
As I indicated before the case was formally called, Mr. Brown is present in the virtual courtroom. However, he has not complied with our request to turn on his video. He appears to be having something on his face right now, and I can't tell if it is a medical device or what. It could be as simple as a CPAP or a BiPAP that people sleep in who need medical assistance with that. But I can't determine what is going on based on visuals on the screen. But we have put up a, I'm gonna try that one more time. Can you put that back up one more time? I have put up we'll put up a button that says, please press the green button so that your device can be connected. We've chatted with him in the chat feature. We have put him in the waiting room and brought him back into the virtual courtroom. He's even signed out of the courtroom himself and signed back in. We are once again putting up to hit the green headphone button to connect the audio. And we are having no success. Given that, Mr. Burdell, I believe your suggestion is the best suggestion. He needs to come in person to have his hearing.
And Judge, if it looks like he's just got a blanket over his face. It looks like he's been laying in bed, and I think that's a blanket, not any kind of a medical device.
I think you're correct. It is simply a blanket and he has not connected.
No.
So I will adjourn this matter and require that he come in person on September the 20th, 2022 at 9 a.m. in person.
Judge.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, did you say September 20th?
Correct.
Thank you.
State of Michigan versus Jamison Boone, 22S00234, as well as 22W001476. And I think that's our docket for today.
I think so.
Mr. Brown is sleeping like a baby, it appears.
Yeah, which I wonder if that's just sleep or substance related.
Yeah. We'll never know.
Wait.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day, everybody.
I'll see you at 2 o'clock, Judge. Thank you.
You too.